What's going on? It's your boy Sermon, at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. The Dream and Lloyd releasing EPs on the same day is nothing but a coincidence. But when you look at what they've endured in the music industry for the last 3 to 4 years, they share plenty of similarities. The biggest being that the two have been in bad deals, and they're just now moving forward from that. Being in such a limbo state these last few years has made me miss the Dream's pen. Like, he's written for other people, but the music that he's put out himself really sounded like he was going through the motion. He's put out EPs, but nothing that matches the level of quality that you hear on Love You to Death. I believe that if this album had been expanded, it put some more songs on it, it could have easily turned into a full-length project. That speaks to the level of quality that the Dream put into this project. Just like Lloyd's EP, and I'm sorry to keep using the comparison, it just makes sense. Having 5 songs makes it difficult to just pick out all your favorite songs. So I'm just going to highlight a couple. The first one is Reflex. It's an ode to Rihanna. Reflex is like lining up a bunch of chicken tenders and picking out the best one. In my opinion, when I seen the track listing for the Dreams EP, I said that one is going to stand out because it has Rihanna's name. So I'm not saying that this record is the best on the entire project, but I'm saying, just like with the chicken tenders, you pick out the one that looks the best. You're going to gravitate towards that one more than you are any other record. It happens all the time when you see guest features. Artists have a guest feature and all the fans are like, oh my god, I can't wait to hear this record. Well, that was the case for me with Reflex. So what exactly is the Dream saying about Rihanna on this record? Well, he's putting her on a high horse. He is essentially modeling the entire song after her personality, and just off of what we see from her dating life, publicly. Obviously, we don't see everything, but publicly, what we see for her dating life is kind of what this record is modeled after. He says that we've all had our own version of Rihanna in our lives. That unforgettable woman that isn't ready to settle, so she brings you back to reality. The amazing sex that you just can't get your mind off of. Like, that is the type of record that the Dream crafted here, and I really thought it was a good showing for the Dream. Again, I love his pen, how he writes, because you got to focus on the lyrics. He's really a songwriter at heart, so he's gonna say a lot of wild things, and that's what makes the Dream such a unique artist. Not to mention the melodies and the production, but his lyrics they play just as big a role. The other record I wanted to highlight was Madness. This record stood out to me because initially he said one line that really caught my attention. He says, "Things would have gotten better if you stayed with me." And I know the context of what the Dream is talking about versus how I relate that line to my own life is different. But that line just stood out to me because I've been in that type of situation, a relationship where if things would have just, lasted longer, it would have gotten better. The kicker of the song is the Dream serenading Susan Sarandon towards the end of the song. It's like very random and also very funny at the same time. I couldn't help but think, what if this ignites a feud with Chris Sarandon, who is her husband, and we have the weirdest music/acting feud in the history of his feuds. I don't know. I just thought that was funny. It was just something that came to mind. And again, it goes back to the randomness of the Dream when he gets on some of these songs and says things that don't necessarily fit to the concept, but they stand out because they're just so left field. When it comes to bad songs, I feel like I didn't dislike any of these songs. At first, I thought College Days might be like that, but at first it just wasn't connecting with me. So once I listened to it a few more times and really got into the song, then I removed it from my bad songs list. Out of the 5 songs, though, if I really had to pick one that is my least favorite, I would say Ferris Wheel. I just felt like all the material prior to the song was a lot better than what Ferris Wheel was. You can hear a little bit of experimentation on Ferris Wheel, and that's cool and all, but it just doesn't stand up to the other 4 records. So those are the only thoughts I had when it comes to bad songs. It's unknown where the Dream goes from here. Does he have another run in him musically? Are people even caring about his music? I think he'll always be good in the music industry because he has songwriting credentials. And as long as his pen game remains stronger than ever, he'll always have some form of a job writing for other people. But I'm wondering if 2017 will see the Dream come out with a hit single, if he'll bounce back and really get a better label deal and push to radio, because he really had a huge run about 5 years ago. So it's kind of like, will he be able to duplicate that? And are people caring? I think releasing on December 9th was a bad decision because there's so much going on. J. Cole, Lloyd, Post Malone, Tech Nine, and the list goes on and on. Absol added as well. So I look at it like he picked the wrong day to release. But I think the people that are listening are going to talk about it. They are going to say, you should listen to this. I hope this review convinces you to go give the Dream 25 minutes of your time and listen to Love You to Death. Those are my thoughts on the Dreams EP. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. And then like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video. Follow me on Twitter @SermonsDomain. And as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching. And until next time, peace.